Welcome to Double or Nothing Fan Fest. I'm here with Magic and Greg from Jazwares for the Ringside Q&A. Guys, you ready to answer some questions?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. This is fifth day in Vegas voice Greg, so let's do this.
You heard?
Yeah, heard.
And these questions are submitted by the Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigs.com fans. And question number one, are there any plans to make a Diecast Championship like the ones that Jax used to make?
It's a very cool idea, Magic. What's it like to design or manufacture those?
Difficult. I'm not going to say there's not plans to do it. We definitely explored the idea. Who knows what the future may hold?
Do you have the ability to make a Surfer Sting version of Sting?
Oh, to be clear, we have the ability. We're very. Oh, hey, we're getting photobombed by a very wonderful talent. This is your soft video, Bob. How you doing, champ? Good. We're very able. We have great ability. Yeah. The question is rights, likeness. We'd love to do something like that, so let's see what we can do. We definitely have the ability, though. Yeah. If I hadn't mentioned that a couple times already.
Anything is possible if you believe.
Have you noticed how these Q&As have gotten slightly goofier every one we do of these? Because at this point, how much more could you possibly ask us? But we love you guys, so we're going to have fun with you.
Is there a reason why some figures like Miro, Brian Cage, Christian Cage don't have chest hair deco? Is it a budgetary constraint or more of an artistic decision?
As the brand guy, I can say it's not a budgetary thing.
Yeah, it's definitely an artistic decision. And now hearing the feedback, more and more people want chest hair, so we're going to start adding it more onto people.
What about real feel hair like the George Steele Classic Superstars?
We definitely like the real feel. That's definitely a good thing, for sure.
The fuzzy pelt would be quite cool, yeah.
Can a figure come with a big poker chip, being as we're in Las Vegas, be very appropriate?
That's a very cool idea.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
Awesome. Any news on the new women's belt, the TBS Championship?
Yeah, we work really closely with a great guy at AEW named Jeff Jones, and he always shares all the newest assets with us. So as soon as he gets new, hot off the presses images, great assets like a belt, costuming, we get all the high-res images for that. So keep your eyes out.
Yeah, just be patient. One day, it'll be here.
Awesome. Any plans for a steel cage playset?
We'd love to do one. Now that we're seeing it a little more often in AEW's content and creative, makes good sense. I think the first time we started developing it was, of course, was Wardlow and Cody back in, good grief, Atlanta, February of 2020. Yeah. At that point, of course, COVID happened, so the steel cage kind of went away for a while. But now it's back.
That was the day before we did the reveals at New York Toy Fair, and Cody was there, looking like $1 million. It was crazy. Just jumped off a cage.
Will Ring of Honor figures get mixed into AEW lineups, or will Ring of Honor get its own line?
We've thought about this several different directions, and there's a number of different options at our fingertips for both mainline, potential exclusives. It's an embarrassment of riches as far as the level and quality of talent that walk through those doors, and the fact that Mr. Khan has a vision to bring this brand to life and merchandise. So I hate always ending the sentences with, stay tuned, but just know that there is definitely a vision there. It's just kind of coalescing, and what's the best way to do it?
Fair enough. I think fans are very excited about that prospect. Can Jazwares produce figures of talent that have left the company?
My experience so far is that when you've left the company, you're no longer under contract. That usually includes merchandising rights. So theoretically, I would say no, but weirder things have happened, so who knows?
I mean, it's a pre-planned one. We got Cody coming out still, so technically.
Yeah.
Very cool. Are Ring of Honor belts a possibility?
Please defer to previous question regarding Ring of Honor figures.
And please defer to anything as possible if you believe.
Is there any plan for a basic line with less articulation?
At this stage, I would say no. I think, if anything, we're elevating, right? So that core $20, $20-ish figure, really that's like our world, that's our line. And if you've seen anything, through our great exclusives at Ringside, and of course the announcement of Unrivaled Supreme, we want to go not bigger, but we want to keep it in the world, but give you more. If the time comes for that's a great decision and we get, people asking for it, we'll always consider it naturally. But right now, I think our trajectory is to just give you more of the greatness that we've been giving you, the last 2 years.
Yeah, I used to work on basics at a different company, and I don't want to go back personally, so that's just my answer.
Are you guys planning anything for Comic-Con this year?
Oh, San Diego Comic-Con back live and in action this summer. Look for updates from Jazwares. We have a great PR team and a great events team that are putting together some cool stuff for us.
AEW?
Perhaps.
Interesting.
Always.
Will there be more playsets like the pop-up entrance stage?
Oh, the entrance stage has gotten a really good reaction. We loved making it. We took our time on that one as a labor of love because to have done that in like giant plastic would have been really cost prohibitive to not just us, but to all of our collectors and fans' wallets. So the team really made that thing work really, really nicely with the materials we did. I think we want to be that considerate and that thorough and strategic when we do stuff like that. But now that we've got that and we've got the action ring, it just begs more packs and more things to kind of continue building out that world. And the more things happen and show up in content and in the creative, like, certain vehicles or certain motifs, they always become, potential.
That's awesome. So today we saw 2 of the first Owen Hart figures in decades. It was amazing. So the question is, what other Owen Hart looks will you be able to make?
We know that there's an era of his career that we can cover with with Martha Hart and AEW's blessing. As far as like the creative looks, I mean, you've been staring at him for, gosh, we were first tiptoeing on this concept forever ago. It feels like. What got you excited?
I got excited how early of a look we were able to do. So I think it honestly be kind of fun to go kind of chronologically with what stuff we are able to do. Not saying that's going to happen, but what we're doing now is something that's literally never been done. We've never seen this type of look for Owen Hart. And literally getting to work with Martha Hart and seeing her feedback and like getting the blessing about it like feels so amazing, and like it's a career milestone for sure. So I'm happy with it.
Do you have the rights to make the FTW title in figure form?
I'd have to look into that. Not sure just yet, so stay tuned.
What was your favorite figure that you revealed today?
We did a lot of reveals, obviously, on the screen, but I want to give a shout out to like the really great stuff we had in the booth today. I'm really loving how a bunch of figures came out that you guys worked on. Adam Cole looks so good. The Sean Spears looks really dead on good. The Sammy from with the Rikers Island jumpsuit looks so good, like this head sculpt and the body. So. And naturally, everything that we did reveal on screen, there's excitement there too. Danhausen, getting the first look at Hooks, like 3D. I mean, you guys are nailing him. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah, obviously Owen Hart. I was super nervous about him. I'm glad the reception's been positive. I'm glad we got to show him finally, and like it's cat's out of the bag and he's out there. Owen Hart, it's amazing. Yeah.
And shout out to another ringside exclusive, the announcers, right? Excalibur at the tail end there, the meat and the sandwich there being Mr. Tony Schiavone getting his first figure ever, and of course the top dog there who hopefully will stop yelling at me about where's my action figure, Mr. Jim Ross. We're finally glad to gratify you. Hope we can see you on site this weekend and show it to you in person. You can yell at me a little bit more.
Cool. And any final words for the fans from AEW Fan Fest from you guys?
We love everybody here. Sincerely, we get to do what we love to do for a living. It's an honor. We're proud to make action figures. We say this all the time, so I'm not tired of saying it. We love AEW. We love doing this, and we're so grateful to mingle and mix with everybody who loves what we do and wants to show up for it.
Absolutely. Love the support. Love seeing all like the happiness and like how much people like these things. Love hearing the feedback and the criticisms. And I just think like the future is so bright. We have so many great things coming out. Like it's so great to finally show things off. We have so much stuff like waiting to show off, and I'm so eager to get out. So I'm happy we get to show some cool stuff.
That's awesome. Thank you guys, and we appreciate you answering all of our questions from AEW Double or Nothing Fan Fest.